Hey, hello, and welcome to Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. This is Ya for the Atobra, and I welcome you to Straight Talk, which comes live on this page once a week. I hope you are all having a good week. Before we start, just give me a few seconds and I'll continue to share to a few groups, and then I'll be back to keep talking. So, I trust you've had a good day. Yes, like I was saying, Reflections for a Thirsty Soul came out in April, and we've been having book lives every Sunday, and also book chat with book readers on Saturdays, every second Saturday. So today we're here to do Straight Talk, and the theme today is be unapologetically you. Who is you is my question. Well, I left the question mark out. So if you've been watching this page, on October 4th, we're going to be starting a new Facebook Live. And it's based on my second book that will be coming out soon. The title of the book is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And the live is called A Woman's Heart, Real Talk. It will be a chat with sassy women. Why do we say sassy? Well, women who have worked or continuing to work on themselves and are engaged in empowering other women to come on the journey. As you know, where we come from, we do have a lot of issues and situations going on, and it's important that we reach the younger generation. So that's what we're attempting to do. Now, I'm going to explain why I came out with this title, Be Unapologetically You Brofonokrama. By the way, the live will be both in Twi and English. Sometimes I tend to delve into my mother tongue, because I say it's easier to explain or come across when you're speaking your own language. So about a few weeks ago, there was a sister that I know on Facebook, and she was doing a live, and she was sharing from her heart about relationships. So of course, because we know her people, we always tend to give feedback to each other. So one of the comments that I had written was, be unapologetically you. Like, you don't need to be apologizing to anybody for who you are. Own yourself. And it's not to say that if you have some bad traits, just go, passing it around on everybody. No, I'm saying that be proud of who you are, stand for who you are, because it's not everybody who's going to like you anyway. And for some of us who've chosen to be always straight talk, we say it straight up, and we own our truth, people don't like that. Especially until when you speak the truth to people, you become an enemy. Sometimes you become an outcast or a pariah. But how long can you live with yourself, going through life not owning your truth? Hello, Miss Sage, welcome. You need to own your truth. So then that is why I have titled this, Be Unapologetically You. So, after I put that comment down, I didn't think much of it, but a few days later, it came to me. I thought, that sounds like something that could be another book title. That's how I get my ideas. So I started making a list. So if you've been watching my wall, or if you're my friend on Facebook, you would have noticed that I tend to post something every day. I haven't posted in the last few days, but be unapologetically you, love yourself, whatever I come up with. But for starters today, I thought we should ask the question, who is you? I'm asking you to be unapologetically you. But you can only be so if you know who you are. Like the question as it is, who is you? It might sound grammatically incorrect, but I'm talking to individuals. And most of this talk, I just felt it was a good idea to do this on the Straight Talk page, because with the women's book coming out, and also be able to speak to women and especially the younger generation. Why is that important to me? You know, sometimes you grow up and it's almost like your growing up seems to be happenstance. I don't know if I'm using the word correctly, or everything seems by chance. And this is how I put it. We are not from an environment that is very nurturing. Some got it, don't get me wrong, but broadly speaking, we are not the touchy-feely people. You know, in the societies or countries in which we live now, there's resources for everything. So if your child is even going through having a terrible time or having some bad emotions, bad experiences, you can recommend a therapist or somebody to talk to them. So what I'm trying to explain is that we were not necessarily encouraged in terms of developing our emotional intelligence. So no, Sheila, that question that time we meant what makes you tick. So the misunderstanding was that we were looking at this, it was being interpreted as thick, but we meant what makes you tick, what do you stand for? So when you say unapologetically you, that's what some of the things that I'm trying to explain. You can only be unapologetically you when you know who you are. And that's the truth, the plain truth and nothing but the truth. So I know I got caught, I was saying something and now I've just missed my train of thought. For myself, right, like growing up in that environment, you have to figure things out for yourself. So our emotional intelligence was not very developed. Now I know there's a gentleman that I've met recently on Facebook, or most of us may know him, James Addison, and he's been teaching, he's an expert in that area, and he's been teaching on that. And I said, thank God that that is now available. Because when you look at some of the things that goes on in our communities, I bet you if we had experts to talk to us about managing our emotions and developing ourselves, maybe we wouldn't be seeing what we are seeing these days. But it's never too late. For me, even though I may not have got that side, my parents provided for me. Don't get me wrong. They took me to good schools. You know, anything you needed, you got it, education, this, that. But the emotional side of things, figuring yourself out, that's you had to do it on your own. So for myself, at the age that I've come to, it just hits me. And I keep talking to my young ladies in my house here. But you know, young people, sometimes you're talking and they think, oh, mom, here she goes again, off on this tangent. You know, I'm listening to this. Would you like to hear it? Oh, I did this webinar and they talked about that and they go, yet you're the same person they come to when they are having some issues going on with them. But the point that I'm trying to get at is, you know, for me, I've gone through life, and through this stage, being a woman, you get muzzled at every stage that you're at. You can't be yourself. If you start doing things, oh, well, you get put in your place. You meet the glass ceiling everywhere you go. So for me personally, my personal goal, vision is that I need to tell somebody my story or empower somebody. Don't wait to get to my age before you say, darn it, screw it, I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to be me, unapologetically me, and I am not going to apologize for it. You have to accept me as I am, just as I'm going to have to accept you as you are. So that is the question. With that, I will start. So when I say, where is the banner again? Let's find it. Be unapologetically you. Who is you? I'll tell you who I am. I am a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a daughter, a sister, a niece, a cousin. So, we fit into all these roles, right? Yeah, when you're a wife, sometimes you think marriage is hunky-dory, but it is not. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of work. And sometimes it does not meet your need. That is the reality of life. No one person can meet your need. You need to own yourself. You need to, thank you, Sage. Sage says you need to be yourself and not a people pleaser. Correct. Because we have, yes, a lot of personalities. There's bullies, there's people pleasers, there's the clingy type, there's so many. But women, who are we? So after all these roles, we tend to invest ourselves so much in these roles that we play. And sometimes you forget yourself. And then we have a culture that is grooming women that all that they need in life is marriage. That is the only value. So women are going to great lengths to meet those requirements. And in some cases, it can be quite traumatic, as we experienced recently. So for me, the question that I ask it, can I just be me now? At my age, I'm just being me. It doesn't matter. You can like me or not. I'm still me. So who is you? It's something that you need to think about. Like I said, marriage, motherhood, I've done it all. This is me time. What do I like to do? What do I want to do? My children are older now. I don't need to wipe any bums. I don't need to take any sick kids to the clinic. I mean, if somebody needs a ride, obviously I'll drive them. I don't need to run and go to any parent-teacher meetings. Those don't happen in university. You're on your own. You're an adult. So when your kids are all grown up, what are you going to do with yourself? In fact, you don't even have to wait till your kids are all grown up. As a woman, you should have your own interest outside of the roles that you play. Your work, your marriage, if you're married, your children, if you have children. What is your life without outside of them? You see, sometimes you have to be selfish. When I say selfish, yeah, it's selfish in a good way. Otherwise, you will lose yourself. I don't fancy losing myself because I'm too important to me. You need to be able to work on yourself and be healthy because it's the healthy you that you bring into these relationships that you have. But if you are doing you, well, you need to be healthy for you too. Again, who is you? Like I said before, it sounds grammatically incorrect, but who is you? A lot of women do not know who is you. They don't know. I'm putting a question to you tonight. Dig deep and find out. Because you're so busy trying to please your husband. You're so busy trying to please your children. You want to do everything for your kids. You want to do everything for your husband. Sometimes it's not even appreciated. Do people value you? Have you become a doormat? Look, there's service. I know that there's nothing wrong with serving your family. But I'm saying when you get to that point that has become your whole life, you have a big issue. What are you here for? It's okay to be content taking care of your family, but I'll tell you this, the kids, they do grow up. They have their own interests and they'll be leaving home. There'll be the empty, what do you call it, empty nest syndrome. And then what are you going to do with yourself? Then are you going to become the kind of mother who's running around meddling or doing stuff in her children's lives or trying to still babysit them even though they are old enough? Who is you? Look, I'll tell you this. For me, from where I'm sitting, it's not been an easy journey. It's not, by far, it's not, because I've been in situations where I've been shut down. What was in me could not come out. Nobody's there to encourage you, to push you to do it. And if you don't have that inner fortitude to push yourself, you ain't going anywhere. And for me, Maybe if you've watched any of my previous videos, my favorite line now is tenacity, grit, and nerves of steel. I don't give up. I don't give up. That is why I can do what I do. And I've only now started, but it's always good. It doesn't matter what stage you start at, just so long as you do it. And there's things that I wanted to do. I wanted people to give me the opportunity to do it, but they wouldn't give me that opportunity. So if you're going to sit in life waiting for somebody to open a door for you, you're wrong. Sometimes you have to open that door yourself. There's a fire burning inside you. I put something on my wall yesterday, an old picture, and I just thought I'd write a few words, and I'm going to go over some of it. There's a fire burning inside you. There is. Maybe it's been dulled. It's just what do you call it? It's almost just the embers left or the ashes. Hey, you know what? Pick yourself, rise up out of the ashes, get up and get going. There's a fire burning inside you. Fan the flames of that fire. Nobody is going to come and fan it for you. You need to tell yourself that you're good enough. I can do this, and go and do it. Look, like I always say, here is my book. If I had to ask permission, I would not have written the book, because people don't understand why you would want to write a book. Look, my son, he asked me a question once. I'm pretty sure you've heard me say this story before. He said there was a guy he was talking to at work, and the guy goes, my son started talking to him about writing a book or this, and the guy says, oh, what are you talking about? As for book writing, leave it for the white people. And he said, Mom, what do you think about that? And I said, I'm sorry, but that guy is an idiot. Why would you put yourself down? If anybody can write a book, it doesn't matter what color you are. You can be red, green, black, I don't care. White, pink, write a book, you can do it. You just have to set your mind to it. And a lot of times we'll hear people telling us, no, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. So we sit there and we accept it. Look, if you are going to be unapologetically you, you're going to have to take a look at some of the things you've been accepting and make a shift. Yes. What have you been hearing? What doors have closed in your face that you think it's somebody else who should be opening it instead of yourself? No, thank you very much. I'll open my own doors myself. I didn't need to ask a permission to write a book. I wanted to, so I did. And once you do something, it becomes easier to do the next. Yes, it's a challenge. So, like I said, I was sitting there writing a Facebook post. I was in a Christian women's blogging group, a few of them actually, posting every day. But in life, you have to challenge yourself. So at some point I said, am I just going to be doing this? So my son pushed me and I wrote the book. You need to persevere in life. You need to persevere in life. There's more to you than you think. You've just not taken the time to look for you, because we are taught not to be selfless. Be selfless. Oh, don't do this. Oh, don't do that. If you talk about yourself too much, oh, she's bragging. You know what? Like we have it all wrong. We are programmed wrong. There's nothing wrong with feeling good about your accomplishments, so long as you are not bragging and disturbing everybody with it. There's a fine line. Self-confidence is a good thing, and we need to believe in ourselves. Look, in this culture, society in which I live, you'll see a little child, and they talk a mile a minute. They know what they want and they can tell you. And then sometimes you're looking on, because you're raised in a different environment, you go, a picture, or maybe they are too much, or whatever, label you put on them. Okay, then you put a child from our community close to them and you'll see the difference. We don't build up. We don't build ourselves up. So we don't know who we are. And I can't live. Look, I'm tired. I just said, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Sheila says, yes, do it for you, but not what others will say. Yes, be yourself. Be yourself. I'm speaking to the women out there. And I know there's some, look, I don't want this to make this a battle of the sexes, or somebody to say, oh, look at those women so angry. No. It's called empowerment. It is called empowerment. Empower yourself. Be dynamic. You can do it. You have it in you. You can't just walk through life not knowing who or what you are about. You have to have goals for yourself. Even if you don't want to do much, figure out the little that you want to do and run with it and be proud of it. Look, if you've chosen that you'll be a stay-at-home mom, you love your children, yes, maybe you're doing a few things on the side. That is you. Be happy about it. Own it. Own yourself. The only way, and I'll go back to the, oops, I'm touching the wrong things. Where is it? I'll go to the banner again. Be unapologetically you. Look, people used to try to put me down because I was too much. You speak up, you are too much. You do this, you are too much. Sometimes they hate you for no reason. I'm tired of it. I don't go near those people anymore. I don't. I don't need it. I'm okay by myself. I know who I associate with. I associate with like-minded women, and we are a community, and we build each other up. We help each other up. We honor each other. I don't need put downs, and I don't put people down. So I need to rise up out of that level. As a community, we need to learn how to build people up, because in learning to build people up, we are creating a great pool of human resources that we will all benefit from. But when you're putting people down, constantly slamming them, backbiting, gossiping, what have you, then people shut up and then their gifts are lost. Sometimes you need to get out of certain environments for your gifts to come out. Yes, that is the plain truth. I had to do it. I had to, because you can't live your life sitting there waiting for crumbs. And maybe crumbs is not what you deserve. You deserve better. You are not less than. Like I was saying, fan the flames of your fire. It is called passion. Do you have passion? Yeah, I do. I have passion for words. So, like I say, I was on a sister's live and I went and threw Beyond Apologetically You, and it's become a book idea for me or something to write about. So, I'm going to do it because I can sit down and the words come and I'll put it down. Yeah, put it down. It doesn't matter what it sounds like. Later, you read through it and dissect it and correct it. But at least I try. What is it that you have to do that you haven't even tried because you're so afraid to try, or people are putting labels on you? You know, there's a lot of naysayers. Okay, I'm missing some comments. Reflections for a thirsty soul. Go for it. Thanks, Sage. And Sheila says, have your belief and stand by your belief. That's what makes you tick. And then, yes, that is true. You need to stand by your convictions. If you're saying A, you stand there and say, I'm for A. Don't budge to the left. Don't budge to the right. Don't be wishy-washy. Thank you. And Sage says, life is worth living. Be your true self. Live it. Look, you got to be busy with what makes you happy. What is your passion? My passion is reading. My passion is writing. I don't have time to even do all the things that I want to do. There's courses that I've bought or things I'm trying to do. I mean, I have a list and every day I'll write a little bit of what I've done. And then suddenly I remember, oh, I'm supposed to have done this. I've forgotten about it. Let me go, do it. So to me, look, it keeps me busy. Like right now, I work from home. Most times after work, you find me, maybe I'll go have supper, take a little break, and then I come and continue doing my own stuff, whether it's writing or whatever else that I have to be doing. And it keeps me busy because I'll see the end product. I'm going to see the end result. And it's something that is inside me. It can keep coming out. Once you start writing, you don't stop unless you want to. So, hey, shine brightly, shine brightly. Don't dim your light. Do not dim your light for anybody. Don't let anybody put your fire out. Take no. Don't take no for an answer. Look, there's naysayers, there's jealous people, there's envious people, there's people who will not work on themselves. They refuse to. And when you come across them, they just want to spew negative words on you. Don't take it. When you speak up, they'll say, oh, I was just joking. Oh, why are you taking it so serious? It's never their fault. Have you noticed that? They make you feel bad for not allowing them to step on you. No, we're not doing that anymore. Just keep walking. Do your lane, must stay in your lane. I'm also in my lane. Let's keep it that way. Don't let your dreams die, woman. Women, don't let your dreams die. There's a lot of women who are so disempowered. They feel so let down. They feel disappointed. You know, there's women who are stuck in marriages that, yeah, they're in marriages, they're happy. Their husband is not beating them or killing them or doing anything. They're in good marriages, but they haven't taken the time to find out who you is. So all they are is the missus or somebody's wife, but the you is missing from their equation. Who is you? Who is you? Yeah, I like the sound of that. You don't always have to be correct. Who is you sounds good to me. So that'll be my buzzword. Figure out who is you. I say it again, don't let your dreams die. I'm not going to let my dreams die. Nobody is going to take my dreams away from me, because if you do, then you die with your dreams. How do you die? You die in silence. It's inside you. You're pining away. You become bitter. You become morose. If you don't do anything about it, you find yourself sinking into a depression. A depression, it'll be hard to come out of that one. Don't let your dreams die. Look, if all you want to do is call people and encourage them every day, or smile at people, and that's what makes you feel good, do it. Just do it. Thank you, Sheila. It is not enough to just exist, period. Oh gosh. Hello, Mamle. Don't let your dreams die. Please, please don't let your dreams die. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Like Sage said, and I have it here, this is it. It's real life. Live it. It is real life. Live it. There's a lot of, excuse my language, a lot of nonsense and stuff going on in our community, and we're not allowing people to be their real selves. And any time that people stand for something or they speak up for something, you have negative people who come and tear them to strips, put them down. No, we're not going to do that anymore. Don't bring it into my yard. I ain't putting up with it. Eagles have places to go. There's a bunch of eagles who want to go somewhere, and that's where we're headed. That we left the chicken yard a long time ago, so don't bring the chicken yard mentality to our doorstep, because we ain't taking it. We don't put up with that. Enough of that. You know, we need to be responsible women and train the younger girls. At the same time, if you're a responsible mother, please, whatever you do, train your son. Train him well to honor and respect women, so the next generation will have a better chance at having fulfilling, fruitful lives. Eh? Yes, like I'm saying, be unapologetically you. Don't apologize for who you are. Have you seen some women like that? Everything, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, what? Come on. What did you do? Everything they will apologize. You apologize when you have to. Don't get me wrong. Oh, yes. Label them. They do label them. We are not doing that anymore. Mamle, big ups to you. Okay. I really, really, really respect you, what you've gone through and what you're doing, because it's not every woman who would stand. You didn't buckle and you continue to stand. We have to be strong and not become wilting flowers, like we have to get away from this mentality that we are nothing without a man. We love men, we honor them, we respect them, but when you were born, and I always say this, my husband was not standing there. And when he was born, I wasn't standing there. We happened to meet. So why should I give up everything for you? And why should he give up everything for me? We have different destinies to fulfill. We have we have different destinies to fulfill. And we need to be there for each other. I've had it with women being bitchy to each other, catty, always putting each other down because we are so jealous of each other. I don't know where that comes from. It doesn't hurt to open your mouth and say, hey, you do this, you did it good. Hey, Mamle, I was so happy, and I'll go again. I was so happy when I saw your YouTube ad announcement, and I thought I better get a hold of her because she had offered to show me 1 or 2 tips. Yeah, get a hold of her and figure out how I can also get my page to grow. That's how we learn from each other, not to sit and go, oh, look at that Mamle, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, if somebody can help you, you ask them and they'll help you. Like I say, if I know something and you ask me, I'm not going to hide it from you. I'll tell you. I will tell you. You know, it's like, come on, women. Why have we been groomed to hate on each other? You know, when a cheating husband goes to cheat, then the woman runs to the other woman and then goes to fight them. But you should be talking to your husband. And anyway, why are you even taking him back? Because you're going, no, be yourself. Be yourself. Look, I'll keep saying it. Maybe you'll be hearing it in your dreams. Who is you? Be strong. You have strength inside you. It's not to bring that strength out to bully your partner. No, that's not what we're talking about. The two of you coming together make a strong force. You build each other or you complement each other, but don't behave like your life depends only on a man. And without a man, he's not breathing for you. Like I say, I breathe on my own. Thank you very much. Be unapologetically you and find who is you. So today, I had to define that before we could carry on. And here I am talking and talking. I forgot to take a commercial break. Hang on, we'll go for a break and I'll come back and wrap up. I always forget to take the banner off and then it's not showing. Motivational. Let me see the other comments. Okay, he said, guys, watch the green. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll do that. Thank you. So again, tonight we've been talking about be unapologetically you and who is you. I would urge you to go spend some time finding out who you is if you don't know. It's easy. A lot of us, we just drift through life. You're so busy taking care of your kids, taking care of your family. Before you know it, oh, suddenly, where did the time go? And then you are looking all around you. What did I miss? I should have done this. I should have done that. And then you start to, feel sorry and feel bad that you've wasted the time. Look, life is a process. Success is not always about chasing the money. Money is good. We love it. We need it to pay our bills and live life. But success is finding your passion, enjoying what you do, doing it every day. So your success will be finding out who you is and working on yourself and enjoying the journey and also building other people up, because we meet each other, we share with each other, we rub off on each other. And I would like to rub off on people in a good way. And so I'm making sure that I associate with people who are also going to rub off me in a good way. We don't do the nonsense anymore. We are not feeling insecure. We're not going to let you put us down. We're not going to be told we are too much. We're not going to be put in a box. We got out of the box and we threw the box away. It's in the book somewhere, or maybe in the women's book. I don't remember, but it's something I quote that I saw somewhere, and I put it in one of my books that, throw the box away, think outside the box. In fact, throw it away. Yes, we got out of the box. We escaped. Some of us, you can't put us in a hole. We refuse to stay there. Hey, I thank you for listening, women. And like I said, on October 4th, we are starting, a woman's heart, real talk. So some of these things will be coming out. And also, I'm going to be continuing with the be unapologetically you. Even if I don't come every week, if you don't see me coming every week, it means maybe I haven't sat down to develop the notes, but I have a whole list. And I think it's important we keep, we keep spreading this news to ourselves, because there's always something to be learned, whatever age you're at. It does never mind that we want to reach the younger women, but we ourselves, we can learn things too and be better. Thank you. Love you. Thanks for listening. Take care. Thank you, Sheila, Mamle, and Sage. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.